24th July 2022 Madhupan Avyakt BapDada Om Shanti Revise 18th of December 1991. The Murli's title is Tapasya means to have honesty in every action. Today, BapDada is seeing the special signs of Tapasya in all the Tapasvi Kumars and Tapasvi Kumaris from everywhere. You have been told before about the specialities of Tapasvi souls. Today, BapDada is mentioning another speciality. Tapasvi souls means constantly honest souls. Honesty is the speciality of a tapasvi. An honest soul means a soul who is honest in following Srimad in every action. Honest means faithful and honest. Honest in following Srimad, that is faithful. Honest souls automatically take every step according to the signals of Srimad. Every step of theirs automatically follows the signals of Srimad, just as many things automatically function from signals with the power of science. You do not have to make them function, but whether with electricity or vibrations, as soon as you switch them on, they begin to function with the power of science. However, because the power of science is temporary, they only function for a temporary period. With the power of silence from the Eternal Father, you constantly continue to move forward easily and naturally in this Brahmin life. As soon as you received your Brahmin birth, BapDada filled your divine intellects with Srimad. An honest soul means one who naturally and easily continues to follow the signals of Srimad. So the first sign of being honest is to follow Srimad accurately at every step, at every second. All of you move, but there are many differences in your way of moving. Some move easily at a fast speed, while those souls constantly and clearly have Srimad in their intellects and they are therefore powerful. Thus is the number one honesty. Number one souls do not have to think, is this Srimad or not? Is this right or wrong? Because it is clear to them. Other souls have to think many times because it is not so clear to them. Thus is why they slow down from a fast speed to a moderate speed, as well as that some think too much and others get tired. All of you are moving, but those who think and those who get tired claim a second number. Why do you get tired? While moving along, you mix the dictates of your own minds and the dictates of others with Srimad. This is why you wander off the straight and clear path onto a crooked path. As a result, you have to turn back because the path to the destination is a direct, clear path. It is an easy path. You make crooked that which is straight. So just think about it. How far would those who follow a crooked path be able to go? At what speed would they move? What would the result be? They would get tired and turn back disheartened. Therefore, they became the second number. They lost many seconds. They lost a lot of breath. They lost all their powers, and this is how they became the second number. Do not be happy that you are moving along anyway, but check both your way of moving and your speed. So, do you understand what honesty is? Another sign of honest souls is that they will never waste any of their treasures. It is not just a question of physical wealth or treasures, but you have also received many other treasures. Honest souls will not waste the treasures of the confluence age for even a second, because each second of the confluence age is greater than a year. Just as 8 annas of physical money of a poor person is equal to 800. Why? Because the love of an honest heart with which the 8 annas are filled is greater than 800. In the same way, each second of the confluence is very valuable because you can accumulate multi-millions in each second. To lose a second means to lose the time in which you earn an income worth multi-millions. Similarly, they will not waste the treasure of thoughts, the treasure of the wealth of knowledge, the treasure of all the powers and all the virtues. If you do not use the all powers, all the virtues, and the knowledge for a task, if you do not use them for others and for service, then that too is called a waste. If the bestower gives something, but those who are to receive it do not imbibe it, that would be called wasteful. Would it not? Those who are honest do not just keep aside the wealth they receive. The sign of an honest soul is that he increases the treasures. The way to increase something is to use it for a task. If you do not use the wealth of knowledge for the other souls and for your own progress according to the time, then those treasures will never increase. An honest manager or director is one who shows a profit and progresses in any task. So, in the same way, are you those who make a profit by using the treasures of thoughts, powers, and virtues for a task? Or are you those who waste them? The sign of an honest soul is that he does not waste anything, but he is one who makes a profit. Your bodies, minds, and physical wealth are treasures given to you by the Father. All of you have surrendered all that you had, physical things, your bodies, minds, and wealth. You had thought everything is yours. It is not that you only surrendered half of it, that you put a little of your wealth aside and gave the rest of it to the Father, that you kept a little for pocket money, that you have put some aside for a time of need. To put something aside for a time of need is to be sensible. To the extent that there is the consciousness of mind, accordingly, there is a lot of cheating about many things because you have to hide it. Those on the path of devotion also understand that this is cheating with the consciousness of mind. Therefore, when you have said everything is yours, it is not simply your body but also the mind, wealth, and objects, not just money, but objects are also money. Where do objects come from? They come from money, do they not? Therefore, to waste any object, any physical wealth, to have wasteful thoughts in mind, to perform wasteful actions with the body, and to waste time with the body are also counted as a waste. Someone who is honest does not use his body in a wasteful way or anything wasteful. He does not even use his thoughts for anything wasteful. Wherever you live, whether in a household, in a center, or in Madhuban, everyone's mind, body, and wealth belong to the Father. Or do those who live in a household think that they are not surrendered, and so everything is theirs? No, everything has been given to you in trust by the Father to look after. Honesty means never to misuse anything given to you in trust. To waste something means to misuse that what has been given to you in trust. So the sign of an honest soul is that that soul will not misuse anything that has been given in trust. It would not waste even a small object. Many times, because of the carelessness of your intellects or because of carelessness in performing actions with your bodies, even small objects are wasted. You then think, I didn't do it on purpose, it just happened. Just to let it happen means to be careless. Whether it is the carelessness of the intellect or of the work done with the body. Both types of carelessness create a waste. So, do not waste anything. From one, let there be a tenfold increase. Do not let there be waste. BapDada always refers to this with the one slogan, less expenditure, greater glorification. This means to increase and the other means to lose. An honest soul means someone who constantly uses his mind, body, and wealth in a worthwhile way. This is the sign of an honest soul. A tapasvi is someone who experiments with all of these specialities of honesty in every action. It should not be that you say everything is merged and I know everything. No. The meaning of having tapasya and yoga is that you use them for experimentation. If you do not use these specialities in your experimentation, then neither are you those who experiment means prayogi, nor are you yogis. BapDada has given you all of these treasures for you to experiment with. The more you become those who experiment, the more progress will be seen in those who experiment. If there isn't progress, you are not those who experiment. Many souls feel internally that they are neither moving forwards nor backwards. They are as they have always been. Many also say that they were very good in the beginning and that they had a lot of intoxication. But that intoxication has now decreased. Is that progress or is it something else? Is that the flying stage or the standing still stage? Or is it any other stage? Be those who experiment. The meaning of honesty is that the soul makes progress by experimenting. Have you become those who experiment in such a way, or do you keep everything merged inside? Is it good if the treasures stay inside and that they are not used? Are you honest in that way? The father and the family naturally have love in their hearts for someone who is honest and will trust him. Because of their trust in him, they give a full right to that one. A soul who is honest naturally experiences the love of the father and the family. Such a soul experiences trust from their seniors, their juniors, and their peers. To what extent have you become worthy of such love and trust? Check this too. Do not carry on thinking, because of this, they don't trust me. So, how can I be worthy of being trusted? However, you have to make yourself worthy. Souls often say, I am good, but they don't trust me. Because of this, they speak in a long winded way. They make many excuses, and many excuses are also created. However, let there be honesty in your heart and head. Otherwise, you fluctuate in your head a great deal. So, there has to be honesty in your heart and honesty in your head. When there are all types of honesty, then even if there is still a lack of trust today, then tomorrow there will be trust. There is the saying, the boat of the truth may rock, but it will never sink. So the boat of trust is truth. If there is honesty, it will rock. But to be worthy of trust means that the boat will never sink. Therefore, with the courage of truth, you can become worthy of trust. You heard previously that truth cannot be proved, that truth is self evident. Do not try to prove anything, but become an embodiment of success. So, according to the speed of time, move your steps of tapasya forward quickly and easily. Do you understand what has to be done in the year of tapasya? There is still some time left. Each of you has to use all of these methods for yourself and become an embodiment of success. Acha, to all the honest souls, to the souls who constantly move forward by using all the treasures for a task, to the souls who constantly use their minds, bodies, and wealth for a task in an accurate way, to the souls who constantly make themselves worthy of trust and love, to the elevated souls who change West into best, to the souls who are sitting far away in this land and abroad and yet are still sitting close and personally in front of Baba, BapDada's love, remembrance, and Namaste. The spiritual children says Namaste and good morning to the spiritual father. BapDada speaking to Dadiji. You are in Father's world and also in his drishti. Send love and remembrance to your friend Janak. Tell her to keep a balance in looking after her body and in doing service. Pay attention because delicate times will come in the future. The body will become delicate and service will increase greatly. A lot of work has to be done with a body. Acha, blessing. May you finish mine, and die to the old world as a fearless trustee. Explanation. People are afraid of dying, whereas you have already died. You are living in a new world. You have died to the old world. Therefore, why would those who have already died be afraid of dying? They would be naturally fearless. However, if there is the slightest trace of mine, then Maya, the cat, will meow. People are worried about dying, about their things and their family, whereas you are trustees. Even those bodies do not belong to you, and so you are detached and do not have the slightest detachment. Slogan. Make your heart so big that limited sanskars do not emerge even in your dreams. Om Shanti